Hey guys, it's Harry, and it's Friday the 13th, and I was joking about how that could be unlucky for some. Anyway, on my way to work this morning, my truck does not have mud flaps the appropriate distance from the ground, so I've got to make it happen. So what I got on the go is when I installed these fenders, I had a little 16-inch piece left. I'm going to mount those right there. Those will be my mud flaps. Yeah, buddy. Those look awesome. That looks safe. Anyway, I just finished cutting this one, or this is the original one from the truck that it came with when I bought it. This one is one that came off a trailer out back. So I just nipped that one down to match the size of this one. I'll drill some holes in them and mount them. I decided to go I decided not to go with the chrome mud flaps. Maybe I'll use them for something else on the truck, something cool. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty darn. Now to do the other side. A little bit different ones. Sorry about the glare because it's brighter outside, but she's looking some nice. Amour Transportation Systems. And this one is Atlantic Truck and Trailer Limited. I know a guy over at Riverview Truck Repair who likes old trucks, and he might toss a set my way if I'm really nice to him. But I think Amour Transportation Systems, Amour is a word in a foreign language. I don't know what it means, but anyway, she's looking fine. So, now that we've made it slightly more legal for the DOT, time to do a little modification to make it slightly less legal. But we won't tell them. Grill for this step. Isn't that a sexy looking end? Yeah, she's beautiful. Beautiful. Got a couple micro cracks in it, but that's okay. She still looks awesome. It's all bleached out from the sun over the years. This one was trouble. First hole I'm drilling in the sheet metal of my precious truck. There. I've drilled holes in the frame to mount the fenders and stuff, but that's the first one in the sheet metal. This front clip is quite expensive. You have to buy it. But hopefully it'll help me see at night. That's the plan. Because the edge of it, you can see, it's made out of stamped steel. It's got this lip, about an eighth or a quarter of an inch. I'm going to have to put a little spacer, so I'm just going to use an M6 nut. So, oops. Let's see if you can see behind there. There we go. And that'll space the bracket out so it doesn't hit. Let's get that snugged. Perfect. Do the same on the other side. Well, she's kind of sitting in place there now. You can see it now, but when the grill is on, it won't be too bad. And I was originally going to put the wires outlet on this side and run it to this headlight, to the high beam. But instead, see, I got a little factory hole here and I don't have one over there. So I can run the wires up here and they'll just come out right there. Run them over to my high beam. Should be awesome. All right, I'm going to snug these up. Start with these angle pieces here. Got a good torque on them. can see my spacer there so that it clears the grill. There, awesome. Now I'm just going to kind of guess at the aiming for the up and down for now, and as I see fit, I will adjust it so the grill isn't too hard to take off once you deal with that friggin' bolt there. So I'll snug those up in kind of what I believe to be the appropriate position, and I'll get back to you. Tiny little spritz. There we go. So they're not shiny. Perfect. Now run a few wires. You didn't think I was going to cut into a 45-year-old wiring harness, did you? I'll cut into a 20-year-old one. Let's see. Try to do this with the wrong hand. Upside down, holding the camera. There, that's a headlight connector. Some green stuff on it. This van, the donor van, his name is Chuck. His transmission is already in Eileen, and many other parts, including some parts, are already in unrefined. So, all right. Go put this guy in. All right, so I use scope on. I'm going to use the scope on a rope here to just find out which one of these is hot in low beam. It's not that one. It's not that one. Well. One of these got to be hot. This one-handed stuff is for the birds. Back in college, they used to call me Two Hands Harry because I always like to use both hands. There we go. All right. So the one on my left. No, the bottom one is going to be low beam. So why don't we go ahead and stick a wire in that one already. That's just going to go straight to the new plug. No adjustments needed. Now I'll just hit the high beams here. See, the blue lights are on up there. And that will tell me which one of these wires is for my high beam. As you can see, this is my old connector. I've just put some connectors onto the end of this pigtail, taped it all up nice. And then I have my outlet to my light bar, and I can still plug this in kind of like that. There. And I haven't damaged the stock wiring on this truck at all. I'm not saying the stock wiring on this truck is pristine, but why would I screw it up more than it already is? There, I'd say that's a job well done. It doesn't look too obnoxious from the front. I don't like spoiling the stock look of, well, you know, such a beautiful truck. It shouldn't be, we shouldn't be messing up the looks of the giant light bar sticking out below the bumper. And quite often people get light bars which are completely inappropriate for the vehicle. But I think this one fits very nicely right there. Time to go home and have some supper, I guess. Make love to a steak. Yeah.